USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will have the football first. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw dart. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a crease, it's Thomas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Snags it over the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Sam Houston's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
It'll be a draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Caught near the sticks, it's Garza. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Fires to the right. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bearcats are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Rushes on him. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So
turning it off and into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Caught in the backfield, it's Bradley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's caught, it's Bradley. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now the play fake. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback may change this route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time it's complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little quick.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bearcats! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll toss it. Fighting off the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's got his man across the middle. There he goes. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Fired in there, but incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First and 10 coming up. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. On the run, it's Thomas. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Runs through the tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Black. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Rebels! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to pass, it's Watson. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Porter. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because He is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Working on the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Watson. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one. Two. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Using his legs, it's Porter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his prime.
Right down the middle. got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Dude, you talk about things you can't coach. Standing in and delivering the ball when you are taking it right in the mustache.
It's a great point, Reese, because you can't simulate that in practice. You don't let your quarterbacks get lit up in practice like that. I mean, that was almost a misdemeanor what that kid just went through. But boy, oh boy, showing you his experience, just showing you his toughness. You don't see that very often at the quarterback position.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So now it's 2nd and long.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Caught behind the line. It's Gomes. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker, A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Porter. Breaks into the open. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Rebels are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The Holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. He'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And
brings it down on the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. A 1st down run in the red zone. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Leaves it with the running back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Calandria. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The RPO fires complete to the left. open space at the 25. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is
the old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it